Hello everyone, this is Stephen Rogers Lim here once again. Thanks a lot for joining me at my channel and my video. So this video is actually my review on the Iron Spider. If you ask me, right, this Iron Spider is definitely a must get because it appeared firstly in Infinity War and later on in Endgame, and it also appeared in Spider-Man movie Far From Home. So I think it will look good, you look great if you display it or pose it beside your other Spider-Mans or Infinity War or even Endgame figures and Hot Toys figures and characters. Now, onto the figure itself. There are quite a lot of comments or reviews out there that talk about the suit, that it is able to go back to its original shape, or there will not be any folds or creases. So I mean, it's really up to individual preference or personal opinion, because I personally feel that yes, there were reviews or even tests or things done out there that test of whether the suit is able to go back to its originality, not being permanently folded or creased. But if the suit is able to last for a few days, what about weeks or months? So if you really want to put it in extreme poses, I'm not sure how much it might eventually stress or it will eventually damage or spoil the suit. So I mean, it's quite obvious. There is a outer suit here covering the body. So word of caution there for extreme poses. Now onto the figure itself, right, or the suit itself, right. So look at the details there. I'm really enjoying the details, and the suit really feels like it is there's this kind of oily, but it's not exactly that oily, very smooth surface. So I really like the quality and the details of the suit, if you ask me. So that's for the body. I think it's excellent. Look at the design there. It's really the Iron Spider. So now, since I have the head sculpt on, let's move on to the head sculpt. Now it's definitely Tom Holland there. So I'm really digging the details. Look at the hair. Excellent head sculpt there, if you ask me. So I think definitely there are a lot of third party or custom or other companies that are making the Tom Holland head sculpt. I think they are good as well, but nothing beats owning an original head sculpt by Hot Toys. Alright, and that's that. Now, probably on to the other accessories now. So maybe let me talk more about the helmet and eyepiece. So over here, right, I think this is the light up one, correct? So you can see, right, I tried to open the screw, but I think it's really too small, and I have difficulty opening it up. So I don't think I will feature the light up functions here. So I'm so sorry if anyone wanted a review about the light up eyes, but I will not be doing it because I think it's too difficult, and usually I will not insert batteries into my figures to have even if it has a light up effect, lest the batteries would melt. Sorry, not melt, leak. So I'm sorry, they will leak. So and I don't really need my figures to light up even though they have the function, so I'm gonna have a pass there regarding the light up. I will not show it here nor review it here, so sorry about that. But great details here in the light up helmet nonetheless. So on to this one. This is the helmet with the interchangeable eyes. So at first, right, I thought the eyes were difficult to take out or to interchange. So actually it's quite simple. All you need to do is give a light push on top, a light push, and this can be removed. So I can actually use any of this 7, so altogether there's 8, right? So I can use any of these 8 eyepieces. So you can see that. Oh my gosh, look a bit more like Deadpool here. Yeah. So that's how you change the eyepiece. So I'm gonna put back the original or the default one in. So it's magnetic, so you can, I think you heard it snapping back into the helmet. So great details there. So maybe let me bring the main figure over here. So to interchange, right, is this magnetic, so it's quite easy to interchange. So I can place the one with the interchangeable eyepieces, okay, or the one with the light up helmet, light up head. So I think this is the advantage of a magnetic kind of attachment. So let you have a clearer look here, everyone. Yeah, so it allows the head to really pose or bend to make it look real, more realistic, like this. Yep. So putting back the Tom Holland head sculpt. There you go. So maybe some of the more auxiliary accessories. So over here, 3 batteries are included. This one I'll call it the plastic digger, to remove the accessories from the box, or to help you with other things like maybe digging out the eyepiece or removing the eyepiece from the head. I wouldn't recommend it though. If you have difficulty, you can use this, of course not with excessive force. And then you have the extra handbags here. So now interestingly, onto the web. Actually, right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones here. Let me take them out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now only this, sorry about that, now let me go to it again. Only these 2, right, you are able to put it in the hands. These 3 are more like ropes where you can attach this cobweb here instead. So let me show you what I mean. So over here, right, you can actually, there's this band here. There's this band here. I don't know if you're able to see it. Let me focus it here. So there's this L-shaped band here. Okay, this L-shaped band here that allows you to insert the web like this to give you this effect. You can see that. So you can actually remove the hand and put this in and give you this web shooting out effect. There you go. Hope everyone can see that. Now for the, so only these 2 you can use the web shooting effect. For the other 3, right, it has to be used more like a rope. Okay, let me show everyone what I mean here. So let me put this in. So you, instead of being pushing it in, you can't. Both sides you can't. In fact, right, this smoother side, right, you need to insert the web. Yep. Then this will be like a rope. So there you go, that's what I meant. Hopefully this is a useful tip regarding the web, because I needed some time to figure out how to actually use the webs. So same thing, this one is to insert a cobweb. This is the side that you can't insert a cobweb. So over here I think there is another one. So it's more like this. Let me see how you do this. Probably like this. Yep. So that's with the web and different wrists to use, different hands to use. Now, so on to the last few parts of this review video. So you can see here there are altogether 5 extra hand pieces here, and of course the default one with the clenched fist, which is already on the figure. So altogether there are 6 pairs of hands or wrists offered here, provided in this figure. Now just want to show you, probably I'll just take this. The hands, right, they are really detailed. They feel rubbery plastic, like the rubbery plastic kind of feel. So I think the material is as accordingly. But I really like all the hands that are provided here. So it really allows you for the different poses with your figure. Right, this is more of the one that holds on to the web like a rope. So there you have it. Maybe just one more point that I almost missed out. The web feels more like a hard plastic string, very durable. So I think you can be rest assured that this will not break easily. This is the web here. Now onto this mask, right? It's interesting though that it mentioned in the instructions manual not to force this accessory into the head. So not to try to wear it. Of course it can't be done. This is more like I think an accessory for Spider-Man to hold on to it, probably. Yep, like this. Of course this is not the correct hand to hold on to the mask. Now on to the pincers. I think I called it the tentacles earlier on in my unboxing video. So if you notice, right, there's actually 2 that are longer. These 2 are the longer ones, these 2 are the shorter ones. So how do you attach the pincers? So you actually have to remove this back part. So a word of caution, as mentioned in the instructions manual by Hot Toys, do not use excessive force. So I think I'll just demonstrate the top pincers for everyone. So it's quite easily removable and attachable. So you can see here. Yep, looks great if you ask me. So word of caution here though, to echo what the instruction manual said. So these are a bit sharp. So these are some sharp ends here, so you gotta be careful. Right, so this is the longer one. Or maybe let me finish up with the attachment of all 4 pincers. I think just be careful though, if you want to remove the pincers and put this back in, I think you need to really remember which is the correct one to attach back, because it can be quite confusing. All 4 pieces look rather similar. So these 2 are the bottom ones, these 2 are the top ones, so that I don't forget myself later on. So there you have it. I think eventually the figure will look something like that. Maybe the angle is a bit wrong. Some adjustment here. Yep. So I think the last part this video would be about the stand. Now the stand is the one that is the Infinity War version. So it is a dynamic stand. So of course it has Iron Spider here written. So I hope you noticed how I actually bend the dynamic stand so that I don't clamp onto the figure and damage it. So I rather have it in this position so that I can rest my Iron Man on it like that without having to clamp and risk damaging the figure. Alright everyone, so that was my review of this Iron Spider. If you ask me, if you can, definitely go get it. I think it's a must get, especially when it appeared in all three movies, Infinity War, Endgame and Far From Home. Now, before I end off, right, maybe let me mention something here. It's more of an issue or an idea that always pops up in the 1/6 or Hot Toys Facebook groups or discussion forums. Now, why do so many collectors, including myself, like to post Hot Toy figures in the museum pose when Hot Toys is so poseable? It's more of a toy figure rather than a statue. So wouldn't it be such a waste to just leave it in a museum pose? So recently this idea popped up again, and I really like a comment by one of the members in the Facebook groups. I cannot remember if it's in the Hot Toys collectors Facebook group or in one of the 1/6 collectors group. So basically out there, right, there are not many statue makers or manufacturers that can create or make statues as lifelike as the toys created by Hot Toys. So many of us, including myself, have to settle for Hot Toys because of the great details, craftsmanship, great design, the colors, the authentic likeness of Hot Toys. So we have to rely on Hot Toys for our hobby or even craving for statues. So I think many a times it is also down, or it boils down to personal choice or individual opinion or personal preference when it comes to playing toys or collecting toys. So there's no one, not even a few, it's many different ways to play toys. So for myself, I guess that best explains why I like my figures in museum poses, even for such an active or constantly moving character like Spider-Man. So no offense there to anyone, just a matter of choice and personal preference when it comes to posing or displaying or even playing Hot Toys or even statues for that matter. So that's all from me for now, everyone. Thanks a lot for joining me at my channel and video once again. And if you did like this video, do subscribe to my channel and like this video. And that's all from me for now. Do catch my upcoming videos. Definitely there'll be more coming along and the comparison video of this figure as well. And as usual, don't stop collecting. Goodbye everyone and take care.